right.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right. You take care.
All right, see ya.
We might even do it at 7, but I don't want to kill the market.
Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay, so these were the possibilities I had under the thing I was working on.
Mm-hmm.
Of things that that PD could do to kind of bridge that gap, and also for the people to get to know each other beyond cop or criminal or civilian. Not to, I think it's just important, especially for the police, to see people as people and not just a title, because if you can do that, then you
People
can
as
understand that
people,
things
but
aren't
not.
as black and white as
Mhm.
you make it out to be. For the sporting events part, that's when I put in some of the ideas that we had for the Southside Games. The Iron Man Challenge, Demolition Derby, paintball, boxing, etc. I don't know if paintball
Oh, this
is
is
possible.
the Southside Games.
Yeah, for under sporting events. Yeah.
Oh, Michael, to get you up to speed, I decided I wanted to do the Southside Games.
Okay.
And it's got to be something that's going to excite folk gang members and TRT. So they like pog farmers. You know what I mean?
Michael, you look so good.
Thank you.
What the heck?
What?
I feel underdressed.
Why?
I love the Demolition Derby because the gangs and cops love pitting at 120.
Exactly. That the and that's something that we've done here since we've been back. So we just need to get the cars, and then we can do it at the racetrack. I think, behind the old casino.
Yep.
That was where it was done last time, and it was very, very effective. And then we got like a monster truck from Sandy, I think, or Grapeseed, and that was the final one. So the person who beat everybody else, had to go against the monster truck. And then if they were able to beat the monster truck, they got an additional prize.
Yo, that's sick. I love it.
Right. And then the paintball may not be possible.
I'm going to talk to Nick. I think he's back on Monday on some of that.
Because that would be good for the shooting. Because I talked to someone from the Saints yesterday just to get a feel of if they would be willing to participate in all that stuff and what they would want to do.
Yeah.
They want to shoot. So paintball would be an opportunity for them to do that without, getting shot back or arrested. And I was thinking that the Iron Man part could be like the last thing.
Yeah.
Liquid Library, I don't know if they still have
I kind of think that should be the first thing. And the reason I say that, because I think that generally speaking, like, there's a chance that this is gonna have to be like a 2-day thing at most, may even be a 1-day. We don't know yet, and so putting the cream of the crop at the start is good for excitement, because the first day is gonna have the most participants, and I think an Iron Man where it's going from like a bunch of people on foot, then onto bikes, and then into like something else is just really sick.
Well, what they could do is they could have to go from either running I think running should be the last, because that's really the part where the endurance has to kick in.
Yeah.
So the bicycle first, get to the place where they have to get into the water, either the jet skis.
Yeah.
And they have to go to a location, and then they have to swim back to shore.
Yeah.
And then from there, the running. And maybe weigh them down with some stuff to make it harder.
Okay.
And should it be possible for them to kind of interfere with each other? Like there was this
casual
game
thing of the 30 months
when I was living in Korea.
Mehdi, thank you so much for what you do.
You would have
Looking
teams
forward
going
to
out,
see.
and they would have these numbers velcroed to the back of their shirts. And if you could catch one of your opponents from the other team and get that number off their back, they would be eliminated. So the team could still be going, but you would lose players as you go if they got caught and an opposing team got basically that would be their flag. And then if you can get enough people, you get the whole team out.
Wait. Say that last bit again.
There was a show I used to watch when I was living in Korea called Running Man, and they had
Yeah.
this thing where they would have teams and they would have numbers or their names velcroed to the back of their shirts. And
Yeah.
then opposing team members, if they could kind of corner you, they get you and they get your number off of your back, you're eliminated. So that could be the catch the flag
Mm.
component.
Mm.
That would be a way to eliminate people as the game progresses,
Yeah.
and it will also be a way to add more of a challenge to the players.
Okay. I like the concept of you beat the fuck out of someone and you got to take the thing off of them.
Yeah, and then you have to
In
figure out
fact,
if you
I
can
think
get away
it's-
from them or not.
Yeah, and it could start with someone neutral that starts with it. So they're all like fighting to get the thing, and then they got to cross. Like you could even have like different teams. Like imagine it's on the football field, and there's
Yeah.
different markers for like let's say 6, 7, 8 teams, and you know, they get it and they got to run to the spot, but people are gonna be tackling, knocking each other out, and
And
you
trying to
got to
prevent
take it
that,
off of
yeah.
them. And we could have got everyone to go to the courthouse and dump their shit, so they only got the one thing on them.
Right.
Yo, this is sick. I think we focus on 2 to 3 of these. And I think Iron Man, the
To start it out,
Destruction
okay.
Pit Derby, like, honestly, these should be, like, fun names. Like, instead
Yeah.
of just Iron Man, but, like, Southside TRT Unify them.
Yeah, I'm not that creative, so somebody else will probably have to come up with
Yep.
the names for it.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, we already have Finley Schmidt working on the Amazing Race event. Do we want to throw this at her too?
No.
Actually, I spoke to somebody who works with her, so yeah, that's the
We
event
could.
planners that I spoke to last
Yeah.
time.
You know what? Why we
Oh.
could, yeah. And I think that other event though should be generally separate, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're separately unique. Because this is mostly targeting TRT and the various gangs, right? And then her thing is more for like everybody in Los Santos.
Yep.
And
No, definitely separate. Definitely separate. I
Mhm.
just figured
Yeah.
extra hands for Ava to get it coordinated.
yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah,
What
I
is?
spoke to them last night.
Yeah.
Poe, I spoke to last night.
Yeah.
But not Poe, sorry, P. I know another Poe.
Mm.
But the only thing he said was this month in a shaky voice. I'm saying, I don't. You know, are you going for this month?
Well, I mean, next month is election season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of people already like worried that I'm not gonna run, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Big question is who's gonna run for the North. Low key, I think it would be memey as fuck to run for the North and just like,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah,
Please don't do that.
yeah, it'd be so fucked, right?
Just dissolve
yeah,
the whole
it-
county, take
well,
power,
oh
and
my
just say,
God.
I don't
I
exist
mean, the thing
anymore.
is, they have literally wasted everyone's time in San Andreas.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that a lot of people know I spoke
Yeah.
to folks up north. They brought that shit up themselves. Like they see it.
Mhm.
So,
Hello?
hello.
Fine.
Okay.
Um,
Everything just went quiet all of a sudden.
I
we
think
do that.
let's focus in on the destruction derby, the pick up the item and get a point, and the Iron Man. I think those 3 events are sick ideas. Now we can swap one out depending on if we can get paintball guns. I just don't think we will.
Yeah. Mm,
All right. So it's been wait, hello? Wait, oh shit, is the city having issues?
I can hear you fine now.
Okay.
There was one
Yeah, I
moment,
tried
but-
pulling something out and it was just like slow as shit.
Oh my God.
That's been happening to me lately.
Yeah, even
Little
now
bit.
I can't pull my phone out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, yep.
Flex the
cities.
muscle like 3 or 4 times.
There we go. What the fuck? Let us see what is going on Twitter. Yo, that PD live video was fucking fire.
It was so good. It was so good.
Jasmine is just, she's so funny.
When she said they returned to their turf, I fucking pissed myself.
Oh my god.
So good. Metaphorically. I don't do that anymore.
No judgment.
Oh.
No judgment.
So a bit of an update. I talked to Daisy yesterday. She is brewing some stuff to resolve both this. So I talked to Den. Den is I don't want to say something that's not. I would say he is a with us or against us kind of guy. And the with us is if you're in the police department. And so he does not actually value anyone's life that doesn't have a badge. And if he does, he doesn't know how to vocalize it.
Yeah.
So a lot of my conversation eventually boiled down to, you can't be telling the mayor of Los Santos that war's never going to end and that it's always and paint a vision that's just like, we're always just going to be having to kill them. Like, that's kind of, I don't think he realizes what he sounds like he's saying to someone that's not in the PD on that hoorah bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really had to break it down. And I think he either understood or he's like tried to, he said that he needs proof of what was happening with his TRT guys. I got the entire document with all the twats over the weekend, etc., etc. But I also underlined, like, brother, you were present when Peter started to put together all of, like, Ventura's shit, and he was so defensive about Ventura to the extent that I even asked him, I go, does it not bother you that your assistant chief of police was shot and Ventura went straight to the marshals?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I talked to him about that. And I'm like, bro, what kind of fucking bitch bullshit is this?
Yeah.
And when I started asking him, like, where's your priorities? He was like, TRT is my priority.
What?
And I'm like, oh, mask off. The guy actually is self-serving. It's TRT a bust. That's why he's going to protect his little gang. And, well, once Daisy slaps it down, that's going to change really quickly.
Well, hopefully for all of them like that, I would say.
He wants to operate like a gang and not a police officer. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't think he actually knows what a police officer is. I started reviewing about 20 minutes of the footage, and this guy's got his gun pulled for, like, traffic stops in the south side. And I'm like, bruh. I don't think that, and as I broke it down to Daisy, is that I think these guys are literally reacting to drug calls, and they don't understand a drug call is not PC for sale of drugs. So what are you cracking down on?
Yeah.
You're escalating and hoping for a shootout to then press charges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like, I brought up how his operators were putting out twats about, like, Nakota and Senior Buns. He's like, oh, but that's Nakota. He goes, I don't really know him like that. And I'm like, you told me he's your boy 6 weeks ago. He's like, oh, yeah, but that's not what I. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he gets around, like, lying to people that, like, pretty frequently that, I came with receipts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I want to believe that Moss is going to establish some accountability, but even then, she still hasn't followed up with me directly about my situation. So, I guess forgive my apprehension, but
it comes down to this, is that, and this is kind of where PETA's kind of falls apart a little bit too, is that they're not delegating their expectations down on a quick enough fashion. And
Sure.
I don't think they recognize how quickly the walls are closing in around them. And I kind of painted this earlier to PETA's, is like, what could we have done? And I'm like, well, you guys have been playing way too nice, and it took way too long for you guys to react. But that's okay. They didn't know, right?
Yeah.
They and it's easy to, you know, suggest things like post-mortem, right? But fundamentally, they should have never allowed for transfers.
Yeah.
They were too nice. The problem fundamentally is the police department is filled with entitled people, and people are watching out for their careers.
Sure.
So when you come from that aspect, it becomes less about it becomes more about preserving your friend's position than it is about public interest.
100%.
And look, let's just say this is what happens in other cities too. So it's not surprising. Sure. And I'll give you an example. You ready for story time? All right.
Yeah, of course.
I went to the bar with this girl, and we were talking, and she knows a lot of people. There's a city called Worcester, all right? Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And it is got so much corruption, it's kind of cracked. Now, it's not in-your-face corruption, but there's been so many egregious cases of, like, police officers. There's one where this pastor and his family were beat the fuck up by, like, they were recording something outside of their church, like, and they got beat the fuck up, and his pregnant wife got thrown to the ground and, like, put into cuffs. It's so nasty, right? And I'm like, I was when I was talking to Den, I'm like, damn, I wonder which one's Den.
Jesus.
She's a gang member. Fucking throws the pregnant woman on the ground. It's so fucked that we're laughing about it.
You said pastor, and I was about to send you another text message. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Jesus!
Glad that didn't go where I thought it was.
Yeah. So like,
that kind of thing happens a lot, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, so she went on to say, like, there's like crazy shit that's happened. Oh shit, I gotta take this.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, Frankie.
Sorry I missed your call. What's up?
No, you're good. I was talking to Wyatt, and he said you guys are buying for no more than 7. And I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, people don't use Mopec. That's fine, right? But, you know, it's a reserve, right? We got to always go on market price. Otherwise, I get fucked.
No, I understand that.
My understanding is that you guys got your Sani shit up and going, so you don't really need...
No, we don't need Mopec.
Yeah, okay. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, we came in saying that, like, we don't need Mopec. We handle our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We've thought of everything. So
that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We're solid. We're solid as shit.
Easy.
But we buy for like 7.5.
I think you should still buy some.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at what price? 9?
Yeah, not a lot, just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm sure you understand why.
I got you.
Because sometimes you might need some stuff and the price is low. You got understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So, like, keep the transaction history. Just say, hey, we didn't need too much this week. We didn't need. Oh shit, the price is down to 6 right now. Right? Everyone's buying for 6. Oh shit, Mopec is okay. All right. You understand what I'm saying here?
I catch what you're throwing in. I appreciate that. Yep.
Anytime.
I got you.
All right.
Okay.
You take care.
Bye.
Bye. This is why I split it. But let me let Frankie know real quick.
Yeah.
See if you can do something today with him. Do not only this conversation, you and I, Wyatt shouldn't know about it. Not because I don't trust
I
them,
don't know
but
what you're
because...
talking about.
Exactly. All right.
I don't kiss and tell, Nino. You should know
that. Yeah, no. So it's so hard to come by. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
Well, at least you got me, so I'm reliable.
All right. I appreciate you, Frankie. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
I've seen that with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I lived in New York.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Yep.
Yeah, TLDR to the conversation is like, holy fuck, the amount of stories she told me about like police corruption and like people keeping their jobs and like DUIs getting overlooked. Like one dude like fucking was in a domestic and he didn't get charged. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that it's just a culture, a police culture that they look out for each other, and that's fine to a degree, but you have to stop protecting when the person is actually committing crimes, because it's not conducive to a successful society. And when public trust is lost, you really have such a hard time getting it back.
Sure.
Because it's just not the criminals that don't trust the police. Civilians don't trust the police, because police culture has let civilians know, we don't even think you exist. We don't believe you exist. We think you're just criminals that haven't been caught yet, or you're hiding stuff for other people. And even if you are, we don't care, because
No,
it's not okay.
I think it is. This is somewhere along the aging process for me. I learned that I had to take ownership of my actions and not be embarrassed when I make a mistake, but learn from it. And I feel like there's not a lot of that happening, unfortunately. Like, so what? You got suspended for 2 days. You fucked up. Own up to it and don't do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 But that's what doesn't happen. And even I was hopeful when we came back, after the time, that we had to be away, that it would be different. Like there would be a different mentality about it. And I'm not gonna lie, to me, it is better than it was once upon a time, but that doesn't mean it's good. Yeah. And it seemed like as time went on, that old way of being started to creep back in. Sure. And then it became the mainstay again with some officers, not all. Like, some of them are so lovely, and they're just so like, I'm doing my job. It's not and those are the ones that are getting shit on as well, and they don't deserve it. But that those squeaky wheels that are just, this is what I'm gonna do, and then getting the people above them to kind of say, all right, I know what you did, but okay, let's just see how we can just make this go away. And that is what is the problem to me. Yeah. Is they have to have accountability, they have to have consequences, and as long as they don't, you're not going to change anything.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. I gotta dip here. Do we have any businesses that need approving?
There was one for Aries, but it was about a salon, and I'm kind of like, I love the idea, but if the entire concept requires any level of construction, you know what I mean?
I can call her.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, we can't like give properties is the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, these judges aren't hitting the create button. Wait, didn't we approve Butch Bond?
Yeah.
Okay. I just approved
remember he came back with revisions?
Wait, is it Butch Van Deer?
Van Dyer, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not hitting the create button. I'm starting to wonder if...
I wonder if they're waiting for us to collect our 50,000, which I don't think we're planning on doing anyways, right?
No, I mean, it's the only one. I think it's like new shit that's... I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I gotta dip. Anything you guys need from me?
No, I'm working on the map today, so...
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it, but it's big updated.
All right, easy. Hey, we've been cooking. Let me know if you guys need anything. Ava, please do keep me in check. Yeah. I'm excited for this.
Check the legislation email chain. There's a couple that weren't moved from the review board to City Hall, and there's a whole whackload that haven't even been pushed to the contest phase, despite being posted like a fucking week ago.
Yeah, I hit up Bailey. I don't know why it's so fucking slow moving, and if there's like an issue, it's like, bruh, bring it up.
Yeah,
it pisses me off because like,
do your fucking job.
Yeah, that dumb fuck told me during the conversation like, you don't communicate, and I'm like, bro, like pot kettle. I make all the phone calls, subpoena my records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyways.
All right, catch you later.
All right, y'all take care. Chad, it's hard not for Nino to be like ultra